Hey, what's up everybody? So in this video, I'm going to be reviewing for you guys the New Balance 993 in the OG gray colorway. This particular pair is actually a special one because this one right here I bought through the New Balance Reconsidered program. It is a new program they recently launched, and we'll get into all the details about that program and how the conditions of this pair looked when I got this shoe in hand. So let's go over everything. Let me show you guys a quick look and let's get into it. So the New Balance Reconsidered program is just a way of New Balance extending the life of New Balance products by selling pre-owned sneakers or sneakers that have quality control or cosmetic issues that are brand new that New Balance cannot sell. According to New Balance, through the Reconsidered program, New Balance products that have either been worn or unsellable as brand new for cosmetic reasons are given another chance. All products are inspected by vendor Tersus Solutions and are clean if needed. Each item is given a condition grade so you know exactly what you're buying. New Balance Reconsidered obviously has its own website and it looks very familiar to the regular New Balance site. Once you start exploring around the website, you'll have the option to buy sneakers and of course the additional option, which is to trade in used sneakers. I haven't traded in any shoes, but based on the shoe that you're trading in and the conditions of the shoe, you're gonna get a voucher for a future purchase. As far as the buying experience, it was pretty much straightforward. I really wanted to get a pair of gray 993s. I've been wanting a pair of gray 993s for a while because I just didn't want to pay the full retail price. I was hoping to perhaps get them on sale at some point, but when I went on the website and I found my size, a 9.5 on the 993, it actually had them in excellent conditions. So I went ahead and bought them, and actually it lived up to the description. But depending on the shoe and model, that's what's going to determine the New Balance Reconsidered retail price. The only problem is that they use stock photos, so you really don't know exactly what the shoe looks until you get them in hand. But when you buy the shoe, make sure it doesn't say final sale, because that way you'll be able to return it if the shoe that you got, the conditions weren't up to par. And according to New Balance, you have up to 45 days to return the shoe. I believe you do have to pay for the shipping. So as far as my shoes, they came in this regular brown, shipping box. They didn't come with a regular made in USA box. Unfortunately, this is the box that they came in. And when I opened the box, I immediately noticed the New Balance Reconsidered branding there. It did say that the shoe was in excellent conditions. So again, you really don't know if it was actually pre-owned or if the shoe was one of those that has some quality control issues. The biggest thing that I noticed on my pair as far as the overall condition was that I guess because these shoes didn't have, the stuffing inside, the toe box area was a little bit bent, like the mesh there and the nubuck overlays on the toe box area. But as far as the overall conditions of the shoe, I really don't have any complaints here. The shoe actually looks brand new. The suede feels excellent as always. You really don't see any stains, any marks on this pair. So I really do think that this pair was probably one of those that just had QC issues. Another thing that I noticed is that the shoes smell like they've been machine washed, which is a huge plus because that way you don't have to worry about these shoes smelling like dirty feet. As far as this classic 993, this is not my first pair of 993s. If you've been following me on the channel, you know that I do have a few pairs of 993s, but I always wanted to grab a gray pair because it's just a classic color from New Balance that no matter what shoe it is, man, for the most part, the gray color always looks amazing on a New Balance sneaker. And I was missing the 993, so I'm definitely glad that I got these. I paid $140 for these. The normal retail price for a pair of gray 993s goes for $200, so that's a $60 saving there. And overall, guys, like I said, the shoe looks excellent. I really don't see any major concerns here. When it comes to the details of these 993s, on the inside part of the shoe, on the insoles, you do have some New Balance 993 branding there. You have a gray sock lining here. On the front of the tongue, you do have a rougher nubuck material with the New Balance Made in USA embroidered in white. And then underneath that, you have a cutout with the 993 model number. And then you also have a USA flag there as well. The overlays on these 993s is pigskin suede. Very high quality stuff here as always. New Balance never disappoints when it comes to their suede material. You do have a metallic mesh material, and then on both lateral and medial side, you will find the N logo, and that is reflective. On the lateral side, on the heel counter, you will find some additional 993 branding. All the way to the back of the shoe, you will find an oval cutout with the USA flag and also USA printed there. Above that, you will find some additional reflective material. Underneath the heel counter, you will find a clear plastic heel stabilizer with the New Balance Balance branding there as well. One thing that you notice on this pair, and again, the reason why I think this pair is actually a new pair is because that clear material looks brand new. Typically on older 993s that starts to yellow out a little bit. On this one, it looks pretty new. As far as the cushioning system on 993s, you pretty much have Absorb here, but you'll also find some Absorb DTS, which you'll find those small pods on the forefoot part of the shoe and then on the heel part of this midsole. Flipping the shoe over to the outsole, you have a rubber outsole here, mostly black. You do have endurance here, and again, look at this outsole, looks pretty new to me. You don't really see a lot of wear and tear here, which is a huge plus. Obviously New Balance branding there in the middle, and you do have this plastic material on this outsole here on the center part that pretty much bridges the heel part and the forefoot part of this outsole just for additional stability and support. When it comes to sizing with the 993, these are made in USA New Balance sneaker. So typically with a made in USA New Balance sneaker, I go a half a size down from my regular size 10. So these are a 9.5. So you already own a pair of made in USA New Balance sneakers, just stick with that pair. If you never bought a pair of made in USA sneakers, then I suggest going a half a size down. Of course, if you can try these shoes in person, definitely do that, or just go to the store, try another made in USA sneaker. The easy ones to find these days, pretty much a lot of them, like a 990 V6, 990 V5, even a V4, V3. Those are shoes that can be easily found in store at a Foot Locker or your local New Balance store if you have one near you. I always suggest you try the shoe on first in person if you can before pulling the trigger on any New Balance sneaker. As far as comfort with the 993s, these are definitely one of my favorite New Balance sneakers when it comes to comfort. Overall comfort on these 993s is almost perfect, to be honest. It's definitely up there with some of the most comfortable New Balance sneakers that you can get today, whether it's a 992, a 990 V3, a 2002R. There's a lot of people who love the 993 and consider the 993 the most comfortable New Balance sneaker, and I really can't argue that. They are pretty much spot on, and there's definitely a huge reason why. So my overall thoughts on the Reconsider program, based on this pair, based on the condition on this pair, I really don't have any issues to say. What I really like about it is that now you have this online website from New Balance that gives you the option to buy a sneaker that's pre-owned or sneaker that has some minor QC issues and buy below retail, instead of having to rely on maybe going to like a New Balance outlet, which you can't buy pre-owned sneakers. Now you have a website where you can just buy the shoes or even trade in shoes. So you do have another option, and you don't really have to leave the comfort of your home. So I think that is a big plus, and also gives people a chance to buy shoes below retail. That way you don't have to cough up $200 on a pair like this. You can get it for $140 or even sometimes cheaper depending on the condition of the shoe. So with all that being said, guys, let me throw these on and show you guys how they look on feet. All right, guys, so that's it for me. Hopefully this video brought you a detailed look of the New Balance 993 in the gray OG colorway. And also, I hope this video brought you some good information about the New Balance Reconsider program. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the Reconsider program. Are you someone interested in buying something from there? And like always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. To all the new subscribers, thank you. If you're new, stopping by, feel free to subscribe, hit that like button, comment below. Also follow me on Instagram and Threads at Guy and Kicks. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.